The long-awaited Everdream Village, the sequel to Everdream Valley, is finally coming to early access on December 12th. They're back and bringing the game to the next level. Still with that same dynamic energy, but now with more polished visuals, more minigames to dive into, even more adorable animals to pamper. And a story involving family inheritance drama. What? Okay, it's gonna be chaos in here. And honestly, there's a lot to look forward to in this new game. Huge thanks to Untold Tales for providing me with an early access key so I could share my first impressions with you. And spoiler alert, I genuinely enjoy my time with the game. Though I do have a few nitpicks that I think are worth talking about. So, what made me smile and what made me go, Let's find out in today's video. Welcome to Heart Fluff XO Cozy Corner, a cozy little space where the magic of storytelling brings you comfort. Before that, if you love visual novels, story-rich or otome games, or if you want to learn Japanese with otome games and experience some heart fluffy romance, I suggest you to subscribe to this channel because you are in the right place. As I said at the beginning, Everdream Village is the sequel to Everdream Valley, and the moment you boot up the game, they immediately show you how the story continues. In Everdream Valley, we spent our summer vacation on our grandparents' quaint little farm, and we absolutely loved those days. Even years later, that joy never really faded. Then one day, right after graduation, we received a peculiar letter asking us to manage an island. And suddenly, we're given a piece of land and we're now a mayor in the making, ready to build an entirely new village. Our dream is finally coming true. Now, it's our job to build this village, convince locals from nearby islands to move in, and create an ideal community for everyone. From the moment I read the story and the game synopsis, I was already hooked. I'm really curious to see what our journey will be like. Trying to convince locals to move in? That doesn't sound easy at all. We might even get a bit of drama in there too. And the fact that we get to explore the surrounding islands with our own little boat, that already sounds like such a fun adventure. And it doesn't stop there. Right after that, the very first thing that caught my eye was the scenery. It is so pretty, genuinely breathtaking. You can really see how much they improved the visuals from the last game. It's the kind of scenery that leaves you in awe. I took some screenshots that you can see here, and gosh, every time I discovered a new area, I fell in love all over again. If you're a fan of nature, you'll definitely feel the same. Oh, and by the way, I just want to let you know that I'll be sharing screenshots instead of live gameplay. Sadly, my current specs can handle recording and playing at the same time, but I'll upload gameplay footage once I upgrade my setup early next year. So if you want to see the actual gameplay, do check out other videos too, okay? Now, the first thing you need to do as a mayor is of course prepare the work table and start building the foundation of our future village. And one thing I really adore is that we're not doing all of this alone. The villagers help, even our family helps. That sense of community feels so strong in here. Then comes one of my favorite features, the crafting system. And I mean actual crafting, not just clicking instant craft. The first time you build something, you have to assemble the pieces manually. It does look confusing at first. I was staring at the screen like, what? Because I didn't even understand how the hint system worked. But once you realize that the dots simply show which parts connect, everything starts to click. If the hint highlights two pieces, that means they belong together. So you just drag them to the right dot and you're good. And honestly, once you get the hang of it, it becomes really fun. Finishing your first manual craft feels surprisingly rewarding, and after that, you unlock instant crafts so you don't have to repeat the whole process every single time. And not just crafting, we also have the terraforming part. And oh my god, this one is actually really fun. You can use the terraforming tool to look for hidden treasures, so when you walk around with it, it starts beeping. And if it beeps a lot, that means there's something buried down there. Then you use this item, I totally forgot what it's called, but you use it to lower the height of the land and dig the treasure out. And honestly, it is so fun finding these little hidden parts. And the best part is, once you collect all the treasure pieces, you can craft them into something new, and it feels super rewarding. The next thing that I also love in this game is the animals. Not only do they look super cute and fluffy, but they're just so adorable. Like, look at this bison I befriended. He looks so cute and he literally took my heart away. I mean, the way he followed me after I gave him one grass, and just look at him with those loving eyes. Aww. Oh, I wish I can show you guys the part where he keeps following me until he bumped to me because he wants to follow along. That part genuinely warmed my heart. And it's not just one animal. This whole land is basically full of them. So far, I've met cows, bears, horses, and bison. But I still haven't met the most iconic animal of this series yet, the alpacas. They're basically the signature animal of Everdream series, so I'm super excited to see them later. Well, I just know they're going to be adorable. From everything I've seen so far, I can guarantee one thing: if you love cute animals, this game is absolutely for you. And the funny thing is, animals will run away if you get too close, so you actually have to give them food first. Yeah, moral of the story, if you want animals to like you in this game, just feed them. They're so easy to learn. Oh, and I haven't told you guys this part yet. You can also play as your pet dog by using the magic hat. Yes, the magic hat, the one the Valley Guardian left for us back in Everdream Valley. And when we got assigned to this new land, we got the hat back again. With that, we can even interact with other animals while we are in dog form. Like, look at this. They're so cute. I honestly can't wait to see how their conversation turns out once the update drops. Plus, there are things only animals can do, like sniffing hidden treasure. I haven't reached that part yet, but I'm excited and really looking forward to it. Okay, so what about the story? Story is really important for me because even though the gameplay is good, if the story doesn't make me curious about what happens next, I can't fully enjoy the game. But just like they said in the trailer, the story is really promising and honestly it really shows. You can feel it through our dialogue with each character. Their dynamic is so clear and I love our little family dynamic. Even our interactions with other NPCs feel fun and wholesome. But I do have one tiny nitpick. Even though the dialogue is full of emotion, like I can hear the tone and the mood through their lines, but I can really feel it because their facial expressions stay the same all the time. So the mood ends up feeling like someone is saying something full of life but with a straight face, making them look a little like a robot. I feel like if this aspect gets improved, the game will feel so much more lively and immersive. And honestly, I know the devs can do it. They clearly have the skills. I mean, they nailed the funny dialogues and even gave our grandpa this quirky little dance movement. And that stuff isn't easy to pull off. So I just wish they added more expression or maybe some simple body language. I think it would help the emotional moments land better and even make the funny parts funnier. It's not a super big deal, but yeah, I kind of wish they did that. How about you guys? What do you think? Tell me your thoughts down below. And another small thing that I think could be improved is the way the tutorials appear. They did improve it a lot from the demo. In the demo, the tutorial kept popping up every time we move and it was, chaos. But now in early access, everything sits neatly in the top left corner. You can skip them or check them anytime, which I really appreciate. But I still think the game would feel a lot less overwhelming if tutorials appeared only when we actually needed them. Like when a quest requires us to use a new mechanic, that's the moment the tutorial should show up. And yes, they do this, but right now, at the very beginning of the game, a lot of tutorials still pop up all at once, even though we're not doing tasks that require them yet. I get that the game has many mechanics, which is totally fine, but spacing the tutorials out and tying them more closely to quests would make the learning flow feel way more natural. There are also moments where the game throws multiple quests and multiple tutorials at the same time. The early tasks are manageable, but once the merchant quest appears, the amount of things to do jumps really fast. Suddenly everything has its own tutorial, its own icon on the map, and it gets a little hard to know which quest to prioritize. That also slightly reduces the sense of achievement because everything happens at once instead of step by step. Well, thankfully, the quest spinning feature helps a lot with this, so it's not a huge issue, but I think a little pacing adjustment would make the game feel smoother. And speaking of things that affect the overall flow, this is actually my biggest personal struggle with the game. I still get motion sickness every time I play, even though I already turned on the anti-dizziness option and lowered the controller sensitivity to the minimum. I can only last around 1.5 hours before I start feeling dizzy, and if I push it any further, I honestly feel like I might throw up. I think it's because the game has a lot of camera movement. You constantly need to adjust the camera while walking, and sometimes the camera suddenly zooms in, like when walking along a path after decreasing the soil height. Those unexpected zooms definitely make the dizziness worse. I really think locking the camera a bit more or reducing unnecessary zoom and rotation would help a lot. And I know this is something they can fix because Time at Sandrock has a similar point of view, but the camera there feels way more stable. If Everdream Village could follow something like that, it will make a huge difference for players who are sensitive to motion like me. But honestly, if you're totally fine with the camera movement, then good for you, I'm jealous. For me though, the motion sickness makes it hard to enjoy the game as long as I want, and that is such a shame because the game is genuinely fun, the world is interesting, and I want to keep exploring more features. This game actually reminds me a little of how I felt when playing Little Witch in the Woods. That sense of discovery, adventure, and rewarding progression with dynamic story elements. If the camera gets improved, I can absolutely see myself getting addicted to this game. I still haven't explored everything yet because of the dizziness, but from what I've seen, there's so much more to do. There are mini games like cooking, animal breeding, and even sailing. I'm really curious how those mechanics will work, and I want to experience them myself. For now, I think I will stick playing around 45 minutes per session, so I don't get too dizzy while waiting for improvements. Yeah, you can see how persistent I am, still playing even though it makes me suffer. So yeah, that wraps up all of my first impressions of Everdream Village. What about you? Do you think this is your kind of game? And which feature caught your attention the most? Comment down below, I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you like games where you explore, discover new things, and enjoy a charming storyline with interactive villagers, you might enjoy this other video where I show that aspect in Little Witch in the Woods. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!